Our producer tag's still relevant.
Self in the kitchen.
I'm gonna say yes. Create a beat, you put it on YouTube, gets ripped. At least then, if you hear an artist on your beat, you're gonna hear your tag in it. So I'm gonna show you how to create your own fire beat tag, so you can put all over your beats. You don't want to put it in too many places, but at least you're gonna have a tag to say that's your signature tag for your beats. Let's get into it. So first of all, we're gonna need the tag. It could be your name, your producer name, or you can have something like purchase your beats today. If you, I've mixed songs where I've heard that going through the actual beat, and yeah, I've had to ask the artist, like, you're gonna buy that beat? Like, support the producer. It's important. You're trying to eat, you're trying to make some money out here. So decide on what you want your tag to be. Mine's just simple Casey, which is my wife's voice, with a bit of effects in it. I'm gonna show you how to create that. So let's get to testing. Mic check. Let's get a voice tag going. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Mic check. So I'm gonna try and stay away from anything that's got a P in it. So let's go with Casey got another one. So hopefully you've got a mic that you can use to record your voice, or someone else's voice. There's websites out there that you can use to generate an actual voice for you if that's what you're interested in, you prefer to do, because you haven't got a mic. But yeah, get yourself a mic. Definitely get yourself a mic. So let's record something in. I'm going to keep the BPM at 120, and we're just going to record Casey got another one. Casey got another one. I know, cringe. Who cares? Who cares? I don't care. We're just going to run with that. Let me turn this mic off. Right, so the levels are kind of low. We're going to turn that level up a touch. Just use the gain slider there. And that is just under 2 bars. So we're just going to roll with that for now. Get my headphones on and listen to how it sounds. If the quality is not there, then we'll record it again. So I just want to fade out that end piece with the fader tool. Press T, brings out all your tools. Press A, and there you go. Or you can just choose it from fade tool. Shortcuts is always good. Let's hear it. Casey got another one. Casey got another one. There's a bit of Casey got another one. Sound like mouth clapping there. Dry mouth. Casey got another one. I've cut it too short. Casey got another one. Okay, let me just fade out the end of that. Casey got another one. There's a slight little click in there. We're not gonna care too much about that. Right, so that's our little loop that we're working with, right? So Casey, if you notice, Casey. When I say case, K, it's like a little plosive sound there. So I'm gonna grab the EQ, and I'm gonna take out some of that low end boxiness and some of that 300 hertz. Casey got another. Don't worry, I'm using third-party plugins. It doesn't matter. You can just use Logic stock plugins and just do exactly the same thing. Casey got another one. Casey got another one. Casey got another one. Casey got another one. Right, so I took out some of that boxiness and some of the low end of that vocal. Casey. And I'm just gonna cut that file just there at the beginning, Casey, so it starts right from the beginning. Put a little fade on that. Casey got another one. The first thing I'm gonna show you is reverse reverb, which we're gonna take the first part where I say K, just gonna create another channel, double click in the space, take the first part of the, where I say K, drag that down to the new part, solo it, make a 2-bar loop. Then it's gonna put a reverb on that, nice long reverb. Gonna go with, let's choose, yeah, I like the essentials. Let's go with the essentials. I wanna change that to stereo as well. So I just click that, make sure that's stereo, should be, yep. And I'm just gonna choose a nice tail. That's quite long, we'll have that. That's nice. We do that. So someone said the other day, oh, you can just bounce in place and you don't need to bounce it out as a actual stereo file. I was going to show you what happens if you do bounce it in place. Control B, bounce in place, reverse verb. And as you can see, the file is not 2 bars. So that doesn't work. We don't want that. What you want to do is Command and B, and then choose your wave file and then bounce that. Just going to put it on the desktop for now and call that reverse verb. Now, the reason why I put it on the desktop is because I haven't saved the actual session yet. So we'll wait for that to bounce. And we're going to go to our desktop and then just drag and drop that into our session. So looking reverse reverb, bang, drop that on there. Lord knows why it's so long. Ridiculous. Now we've got our reverb tail. We want to cut that at 2 bars, and then we're going to go and reverse that. So now we've got boom. So we can move the original, and we're going to have the reverse reverb start just before that starts, the start of the actual voice tag. Casey got another one. Right, so that's sounding alright. I like that already. Might just change my Casey got. Yeah, that's sounding sweet. So we can just put that back to the beginning. Casey got another one. Casey got another one. Right, so we're going to lengthen out that little loop because we're going to put a delay on this now, and we want the delay to obviously continue. And I want it to cut off. But let me save this so that we've got an actual folder for the tags. So we can call this producer tags. So anytime now that I bounce the file, it will be in a bounce folder. You don't have to put it on your desktop. So Casey got another one. That sounded good. I like that. Let's get a DeEsser on that. KC. I'm not liking it. I feel like it would be jarring to hear that on a beat. Casey got just pull that S down a little bit. So if you've got an annoying S in there and you want to pull it out manually, use your marquee tool, create a section, click on it and go to gain and just pull it down a bit. Casey got another. But be careful that it doesn't sound like it's lisped. You know what? Casey got, and then we're going to put a delay on here. You can use stock plugins. I'm just going to go stock with this one. And that's a stereo delay. So let's hear Casey got another one. Yeah, that click thing's a bit mad. I think it's that. Let's hear Casey got another one. Nope. Casey got another. Casey got another one. That's actually all right. We can roll with that. So that's delay. You can put delay in it. Let's try a bit of pitch shifting. I'm just gonna go stock plugin pitch, bring it down. You can have it 50%. Casey got another one. If you want to, you can create a new channel, drag that down, take the pitch shift off the first, and then have the second one with the pitch, and maybe create some different sounds with that, some different textures. We're gonna put that at 100%, bring the sense down as well. Let's see how that sounds. Casey got another one. The click is jarring me. It really is. Casey got another one. Casey got another one. Casey got another one. Oh, that's better. That's clean. That's clean. All right. So we've got the pitch. We're gonna just keep that as low pitch. And need some color in here. Low pitch. We can give that like a purpley type color. That's our reverse reverb. Just gonna give it a quick color. Right. So you've got low pitch. You've got delays. Let's try a bit of phaser. You can put a phaser. You can just use a normal phaser for Logic Stock. And we can 50% mix. Here's how that sounds. Take the low pitch out.
Casey got another.
Nice.
Casey got another.
If you don't want the delay to be all the way through the tag, you can just easily automate it, and you can do that by going to latch. So you turn off the delay, go to latch, let it play.
Casey got another.
Nice, I like that. And then we're going to go back into read mode. Press A, and you're going to see where you bypassed the delay. You can change it wherever you want.
Casey got another.
Now that sounded cool. I like that. We're going to roll with that for now. So the other way you can create a nice little tag is by adding some stutters. So again, I'm going to grab the first part of the tag, create another channel, and then we're just going to make some stutters.
Casey got another.
If that's too long, we're just going to drag it back a touch.
Casey got another.
And that sounded cool. So if you don't want a low pitch, we can go for a high pitch and just drop that in there as well. See how that sounds. All you do is just drag your original tag, and then we're just going to put the shift the opposite way, and we're going to call that low pitch, and let's see how that goes. Not bad. You can turn that down a bit so it blends in better. Right, it's sounding okay. I think I prefer the low pitch. Take the delay off that. Sweet. Let's run with that. Let's see where the delays finish. Okay, so we're going to create a nice little 4-bar loop. It's kind of long, isn't it? But we're going to create a nice little 4-bar loop, and we're going to bounce that down. So Command and B. We can press OK. WAV file. It's going to be in our bounce folder. So this would be producer tag 1. Bounce. And then we're going to go to our folder. We're going to look for our producer tag. We're going to drop it in, solo it, and let's just hear how it sounds. Now you've got that file, you can mess around by putting other effects on that if that's what you want to do. There's so many different ways that you can get creative with this. You can put some auto tune on there if you want to. We choose speed 100. Let's hear it. Makes no difference. Let's go with flanger. Let's try a flanger on that. Or even a chorus. Let's hear the chorus. Not really feeling that. Let's try a flanger. Yeah. I like that. So I'm going to bounce that one out again. Command and B. Say producer tag 2. And where is that folder gone? And that's our producer tag 2. If you're not feeling that stutter, we can take the stutter out. We can put some of the low pitch in there as well. Let's see how that goes. Wait. Oh, if that case you got another one's too much.
catchy,
I like that.
catchy,
Hold on, where's my delays gone? Oh, okay. Let's try delay on the whole of Casey.
catchy,
Yeah, I like that. So we got on that delay, we've got a quarter note and an eighth note. Let's try half note.
catchy,
Yeah, it's all right, you know. I'm gonna bounce that one down. So that's a producer tag number 3. It's endless. You can do as much tags as you want and just go with what you feel sounds best for your beat. And maybe just stick with that one. So just gonna say producer tag 3. And what I want to do is I'm gonna drop that in there. I want to put a beat on it as well. Drop a beat in and see what it sounds like with a beat. Yeah, let's choose a beat. Yeah, let's run with that one. Let's put that in there. Let's see how this sounds. All right, so you noticed that it's kind of not in time with the beat, and that's because it's 140 BPM beat. Let's just color code this tag and make that beat red. So what you can do is just grab your file, and it's over 4 bars. If you notice, it's over 4 bars, so you can make that smaller and in time with the beat. Chop it up where you need to. So just to get that specific file, that tag in time, we're just gonna time stretch it. If you notice my arrow, my cursor, when I go to the bottom of the file, bottom right, it changes to like a, I don't know what you would call that. If you know, let me know, drop it in the comments. And we're just gonna press Alt and it will change. Changes to some other type of cursor. And we're just gonna drag it across till it snaps to the bar. Once we've done that, Logic's gonna just re-stretch that. It's gonna time stretch it, and this is what it's gonna sound like now. Yes. Let's hear another tag. Right, so these other 2 tags, they look like they're in time. Let's try a different tag, see what that sounds like. I don't like that Casey, especially with the delay, it just sounds weird. Yeah, I forgot I had that beat. So now you know how to do your producer tags. Just be creative. Throw any effects on there. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, take it off. Remember, this is your creation. This is your artwork. Like I always say, be creative with it. The next video is what YouTube says you're gonna like. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you over there.